What is up guys? It is Mystar back with another video. I'm not sure if I'm even live because it's not showing up on my data. Let's check. Oh, it says I'm live here. So we'll just double check anyway because we're live. Okay. We good. Okay, so I wanted to talk today on this video. I wanted to tell you the power of your thoughts. Really, there's a few different ideas that's going on in my head right now, but I just wanted to kind of narrow it down to one little thing. Which is why I put the title. Why are you wasting your time? Where the title is down there. So the reason why you're wasting your time, love, is because every single freaking day you miss the point of what your freaking thoughts are actually doing, what your feelings are actually doing. You think that the world is happening to you. First of all, that's your first mistake. Or you think the world is happening for you. The universe is happening for you or to you. But in actuality, the universe is happening through you. So you need to just allow things to flow. And when I talk about that in deeper detail, you'll start to understand why I'm even saying that. But what's it called? You think that it's happening to you or for you, then that leads you to think and feel, that this is happening because of this, and this is happening because of that. And you've got so many different concepts in your mind about why things are happening to you or for you. But if you look at the deeper reasoning or the deeper meaning behind what is actually going on, which is what I'm telling you right now, the power of your thoughts and your feelings. You can create a thought and a feeling about anything, but people choose to allow their thoughts and their feelings to control them, allow their external circumstances to control their thoughts and feelings. And I'm not going to say it's the easiest thing in the world, because things are sometimes easier said than done. But if you don't start at a certain point, you're just like, at a certain point you just deserve to be in whatever position you're in, depending on your circumstance. It's all based down onto your thoughts and your feelings in the first place. Because if you allow yourself to get overrun, overruled, overcome by the external, let's say like something bad happens during your day, you can literally transmute that experience to something positive, but you choose to allow yourself to see it in a negative way. And why do I say you choose? Because at the end of the day, you're the creator of your thoughts and feelings. You're not the creation, so you're not a victim to your thoughts and your feelings. You're the one that's emanating and vibrating those thoughts and feelings from your mentality. So when you know that, you're able to see the greater picture, which is that actually everything that happens in your reality is just an opportunity for you to actually overcome that, for you to actually take yourself to the next level. And it takes a while, it takes a lot of practice to even get to a certain point where you're able to think that way. Like for me, when I first started out, I wasn't anything like that. I would always allow my external circumstance to completely override my mentality, to the point where like any small instance of something happening would lead me astray. And it took me a long time to actually push myself out of that mentality in the first place. Because I just thought, if I wait around a little bit longer, or if I just heal myself a little bit more, or if I just do this spiritual course, or just do this spiritual practice a little bit more, then eventually I'll be able to have a more clearer mental space, have a more better mentality. Or if I just wait a little bit longer, like whatever the case may be. but you're just trying to look for something in the external, or look for something externally for you to actually soothe what's going on internally. It's like the simpler that you make it, the simpler that it will be. But because people just allow themselves to think that, oh, I have to do this, I have to do X, Y, and Z in order for myself to actually get to a certain point. Which I'm not bagging. At the end of the day, there's an equilibrium to everything. So, if you do any of these things, that's not necessarily to say that what you're doing is the wrong thing. You may have a good enough reason for actually doing it. So, so it just all depends on your individual circumstance. But the root of the concept is, what are you doing with your thoughts and feelings? Are you utilizing them, or are you wasting them on frivolous shit and thinking, oh, woe was me because this happened to me? Like all the way down to like you got scammed. This is like example. This is just an example. Let's say you got scammed. Like you could sit there and think, oh my gosh, I got scammed because I'm not intelligent, and because I'm not paying attention to how people are actually acting in certain situations. And yeah, that may be partly true, but you can also flip it on its ass and just say, well, actually, I got scammed because this is an opportunity for me to be able to see how powerful I can actually be, and how much I can push myself to the next level. Instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I got scammed, I'm $200 down the drain, or whatever the heck it may be. Now you're flipping it and you're like, well, no, actually this is just a challenge, this is just an opportunity for me to see my own strength, see my own ability, to be able to push past whatever thought or feeling the external is trying to make me think or feel, right? And now you're starting to be able to transmute that energy. And the more conviction and the more certainty that you have with that thought and feeling, that's how much you're going to actually see that play out. So if you've got a strong faith and belief in that imagination, then obviously you're going to see strong results of why that was the case, why that was true. But if you've just got a weak one, you may not see certain results. But this is why it's really important to meditate too. Because if you meditate a lot, you'll be able to actually be aware of more stuff. And then in short, natural meditation is just being able to clear your thoughts and feelings. So fighting off those thoughts and fighting off those feelings. The more you're able to get better and practice at that, whatever the thought and feeling may be, even if it's a good one, sometimes what's good for you is too much once you start to overindulge in the first place. When it comes to you being able to fight those thoughts and feelings off, whether you're sitting down in the cross-legged in Indian position, I think they call it. I'm not sure what it's called, but or lotus position, I think. But yeah, anyways. When you're sitting down in a cross-legged position or not, or whether you're just like listening to music, which is helping you to meditate, that's a form of meditation, but that's more like external based. Because you're using something external. But if you're doing it internal, that natural way where you're just fighting off thoughts and feelings in general, you'll be able to get better and better at that, and then your thoughts and feelings will get easier and easier to fight against. And I'm trying to think of why I was talking about that in the first place, because I kind of got so deep into thought while I was saying that. But when it comes to using the mechanism of your thoughts and feelings, you'll be able to get better the more you practice at it. Oh, that's what I was saying. So the more you fight off those thoughts and feelings, the more you'll be able to be aware of certain small things like that other people may not necessarily notice. I did a video on my YouTube as well about meditation and why it's important. Pretty sure it's like meditation or something like that. That's the title. So when it comes to knowing the importance of meditation, because it's necessary for you to be able to have more clarity, because when you meditate you're clearing your thoughts, so you're developing more of a manifestation of that thought, of that cloud, of that substance, which is able to manifest more clarity, because you're in that clarity mind state. So every time you put time into something, that's you putting energy work, that's you putting your energy and you using your abilities naturally just by paying attention to it or spending time on something. You're using your power in order to manifest. So be mindful of what you're actually spending your time on. Pretty sure I do video on that one too. It's called What Are You Spending Your Time On? Or what are you spending your time on? I'm pretty sure it's called something along those lines. Might need to start searching them up. Maybe. That might be good. So yeah, when you actually look at what you're spending your time on more, then you'll be able to actually manage your time more effectively. And this is like developing like an esoteric savings account. Because the more you put time into stuff that you know is benefiting you and is in alignment with your purpose and your goals, what do you think is going to happen, honey? You're going to have all that time and that energy in your bank. So like, you better get saving is what I'm going to say. But when it comes to you being able to pay attention to something, that's your time and energy. That's your esoteric currency. So like you got to build that up and build some kind of back pocket energy based on what you're actually doing. Are you investing your time wisely, or are you investing your time into dumb shit that's not going to get you anywhere? So that just depends on you as an individual. But I hope if you're watching this video, you're more on the side where you're trying to invest your time wisely. Because I don't see a reason why you would even be led to someone like me, unless you're in that mindset in the first place, because everything bends in from mental to physical, as I always do be saying. So I don't need to mention that too much. Just gonna get to a point that I'm just gonna like abbreviate it. E, B, M, and then P. Everything bends in E, B, and P. So anyways, once you actually know how to invest your time wisely, because you've taken the time to practice that, so you're paying attention to what am I actually investing my time in. Okay, no, I don't want to invest my time into this. And that's a form of you fighting off certain thoughts too. But in a way you're not, because you're still developing a thought about that concept, about that thing you're not wanting to spend time on. So once you start to do that, what do you think is going to happen, love? You're going to develop a nice savings account for yourself. And then when we go through our days, weeks, months of what we're doing, you'll start to see that your time has been invested more wisely, and therefore you start to experience life in a different way that's more in alignment with whatever you invested your time into. So this is why people notice that their life can completely turn around without them actually realizing or knowing, because you may be thinking I'm doing everything right, but it may just be the certain things that you're doing. You're investing too much time into bullshit. And then once you realize that, you'll be able to get yourself out of that bullshit more effectively. But a lot of people get stuck into that energy because they're not sure about how they even got there. And sometimes it's difficult because you're like, I want to know how I even got here in the first place. Because that takes layers and layers of shit. You may need to get over some form of shame, some form of guilt that you've been going through in your life, in order for you to even get to that point where you're like finally like, okay, well, now I'm able to discover why I even got to that point. But I'm here to tell you right now, the reason why you probably got into that point is because of what you were investing your time into. So whatever you're paying attention to, you started to pay for that. So you might have been at school with a whole bunch of people that were really negative, like negative minded, maybe they're like just constantly stuck in like the same cycles, and you might have thought that it was just you were just like kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt per se, because you thought if you just laugh and just give a few smiles and then pay attention to what they're saying and just console them, that things might be okay, but without realizing how much time you were actually spending on that experience. And now push comes to shove, 3, 4, 5, maybe months, maybe a year later. Now you're looking at your life and you're like, oh my gosh, my situation is exactly the same as my friends that I've been hanging out with at school. So that's why people say the birds of a feather flock together. Or wherever you were at. You might not have been school. But that's an example of how you can put yourself into a hole while doing shit you think is okay and isn't that big of a deal, but without realizing the concept of why you're wasting your time, because you're wasting your time on shit that you don't actually want to experience. So, the more you start to pay attention to what you're experiencing, what you're spending your time on, your esoteric currency, you'll be able to actually put yourself a leg ahead, a step ahead in your life. And you'll be able to actually realize that you are creating reality. But a lot of people just get lost into the manifestation concept where if I just think real hard, and if I just feel real hard, then I'll get what I want. But it's not just about what you're thinking and feeling. Sometimes it's about like what you're spending your time paying attention to. Even certain thoughts and feelings you may not even be conscious of. But it's like a natural template. Your mind just naturally goes into that. It's like a little tunnel hole. Like you think that like you think that the thought is really just like it. Like there's not really. It's not a tunnel hole to you. It's like life or something. But like from a spirit like my perspective, I'm looking at that like it's a little like hole, like not even like a tunnel hole, because the tunnel implies there's a way out at the end. There's not always a way out for certain people once they're in that mind state. But it's like a container where you think that it's only this way because that's how life has shown me, or that's how my thoughts have shown me. But in actuality, it's a container that's trapping you into one state of mind, and you're thinking, if I have to, if I want to get X, Y, and Z, I have to do it in this way and that way. But that itself is a container. That's a limitation. Like I was saying in my other video, limitation is a beach. Get out of that shit. That's a fucking prison for your mind, bitch. Like if you continuously allow yourself to get overtaken by limitations, whatever it may be, it could be big or small. It could be something as simple as you're about to make a video and you think that your video has to appear or look in a certain way. Like this is a good example as well. Like look at my video. I'm normally on my phone, so I prefer the video to have like a better quality. But I spent so much time. I spent about an hour and a half, maybe even longer, just trying to set up my streaming software. So it was obviously an ordeal. I've downloaded like multitudes of apps on my phone to get a decent streaming software. But a lot of them seem to have watermark, and a lot of the ones that have watermarks, I don't want to support them anyway, because I don't think that's that great. But I've been looking for a good free one, a decent one, but the only thing I could find was something on computer on my laptop. So what am I going to do? I have to do my laptop. What's it called? I have to do my laptop one, and my laptop camera's not that great. So gotta live with the certain choices, but at the same time, I always just see that shit like a challenge, because that's another limitation for me to overcome, and it may be so insignificant or small, but the more I'm able to break myself out of those limitations, the more free I can be mentally, and the more I can actually realize how powerful I'm actually at creating my reality. This is why I'm even up on YouTube in the first place, because I think that my testimony in my life is of some importance to whoever may be watching. And I love to talk shit. But regardless, when it comes to like just paying attention to what I'm doing right now, I put my attention and my time into this YouTube channel for a reason, because I wanted to manifest and I wanted to create the reality that I wanted to see. And the shit that I was paying attention to in my life it was not taking me very far, except for like music, freestyling, doing my drawings that I used to do. I'm not so much into those as much anymore. But I was paying attention to that kind of stuff. But in terms of the people that I was around and surrounding myself with, it wasn't the type of people that I wanted to surround myself with. And I know, being a spiritually wise individual, that at the end of the day, the more time I spend with those individuals, the more I'm going to start to experience similar circumstances as them. And I didn't want to have that. So what I did was I decided to invest my time into YouTube. Now I'm putting more time into YouTube. And what am I doing on YouTube? I'm doing stuff that I love. I'm doing stuff that I'm into. Right? So not only am I actually putting my time into something that I love and I'm into, which is going to end up in my esoteric savings account for me later down the line. Now, later down the line, what do you know? I start to experience more people that are like-minded like me. I start to experience more individuals that are into the same kind of stuff as me. Because I invested my time, my esoteric currency, my thoughts and my feelings, my awareness, which are not the same as the thoughts and feelings. You use your awareness as a substance to create your thoughts and feelings. And when you're able to create a thought and a feeling, you're like transmuting and manipulating that form of awareness into a form now. Because it's just a substance. It's like, it's just a substance. I don't want to really put it too much into it. Because it's very light. It's a light substance. It's not like, it's kind of like how we have the air around us. Like it's still a substance, but it's not. You can't hold air. You can't. I mean, you can sort of hold it, but you can't grab it with your hands. You can't touch it. So that's what like similar to like our awareness. And when we start to build more awareness, and then we use our awareness to create thoughts and feelings, that's going to start to create and form into a mind. And then whatever we're aware of, we're building a mind in that area. So, if you don't want to experience something, then you need to not mind that experience. And if you're aware of it, then you're building a mind in that experience by default. So get out of that shit. Because if you don't want it, then why would you be in it? So when it comes to like just those kind of concepts in general, this allows you to kind of get a better grasp on how you can kind of realign your values so you're able to value the right things in your life. And this is like giving very Taurus vibes for me right now, because I'm a Taurus Sun, Gemini cusp. So I'm all about like stability, consistency, like investing, like money. Some people say Taurus are materialistic, but it's like what I'm talking to you about with you right now. It's talking about valuing the right things. It's talking about investing your time in the right kind of situations, the right people, places and things. And the more you start to do that, you'll have more savings, like I'm saying. So the more you use those thoughts and feelings, like a lot of people think that their thoughts and their feelings are like not all that. You may think that your thoughts and your feelings are just like willy-nilly, like you're just thinking and you're just feeling, and there's really nothing more to it than that. But it's really way more powerful than you think. So much more powerful that if you realized how much more powerful your thoughts and your feelings are, being able to change and shift your reality by just shifting your mentality, you would be gobsmacked with love. But that's why you need to practice. Like take it from someone who's going through it and has been through it. The more you start to practice that fighting off your thoughts and your feelings, fighting off that shit that you don't want to experience and you don't pay attention to anymore, the more you actually start to see, actually I am powerful. But if you're going to sit around and like wait around for somebody to help you with the way you think, or wait around for somebody or something to help you, because you're thinking that one day things are just going to change. Like no bitch, you have to be the change. And in the most literal sense, like not in the sense of you have to enact it, because a lot of people get lost into the physical and think, oh, if I just do this, and if I just do that, if I just do that, if I just get a job, if I just get a blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying at the end of the day, always look at my videos from an equilibrium perspective. I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't get a job. I'm saying that if you feel like you need these things, that's kind of a little bit of lostness there. Because you don't necessarily need it, but it can be a benefit for you if you want it. You know what I mean? So it's all about your mentality. What do you want in your reality? Do you want to experience constant needing, or do you want to experience like wanting something and then achieving it? You know, and your wants and your needs shouldn't be based into like low desire type shit as well. That you know is going to be a sense of unfulfillment down the end of the line. And what do I mean by this? Because you know, a lot of people will place their wants and their needs into something that's kind of expirable or can easily is like fleeting. Like people will place just their wants and their needs into accumulating a certain amount of money, or place their wants and their needs into accumulating like I don't want to say a house, because you know that might be something that really is beneficial for someone, but you know, they may place their wants and their needs into the wrong area, thinking that that's going to be a sense of fulfillment. At the end of the day, you're not going to get fulfilled from the external. And if you're wise enough as a spirit, you already freaking know this. You know what I mean? But for the people out there that might not know this, you know, I'm here to say that as well. For you guys, because at the end of the day, I've been through it. Like, trust me. I know what it's like, and I know where that road leads. I may be looking young, like I'm only 24, but if I know this, it shows and is a testament to my own experiences in the first place. Like I know that money doesn't fulfill me. A lot of people may need to go through multitudes of experiences in their life in order to even get to that point. But as being me here, I'm able to tell you the intricate reason to why money is not going to fulfill you. And it's at the end of the day, nothing external will fulfill you unless you internally fulfill yourself first. You have to make that thought and that feeling. You have to literally produce that thought and that feeling of being fulfilled, or of directing yourself to a sense of fulfillment. But either way, you're alchemizing, you're creating that energy, what you want to feel good about, what you want to experience. And if you allow every single day, I woke up and this happened, and now you're like, you know, this happened because I'm in a shit situation and my life is trash. Bish, you're literally creating that. Like, do you realize what you're putting your time and your energy into? The more you start to do that, the more you start to produce that in your reality. So like, this is why I talk about like investing your time and your thoughts and your feelings into the right things. Because every single day people just think and feel like willy-nilly, like, and I think, and I just say this from experience, you know what I mean? Like I know this because I literally lived it day in, day out. I got lost into that freaking loop of thinking that the external is happening to me or for me, and that just leads me to constantly feeling discouraged when I think that it happens to me, because I think that, oh my gosh, it's happening to me and I'm being punished and blah blah blah, and now I'm a bad person. I don't think that I should be doing what I've been doing, because obviously it's leading me down a bad path. No bitch. You need to just literally create anything that you want. Whatever reality you want to see. No, actually this happened because this is making me realize what I'm actually meant to do. Yeah, I woke up today. I freaking got slapped in the face because this is going to show me where I need to make a difference in my life. Or I got slapped in the face to show me how strong and how good I am at actually being able to withstand a slap in the face. Like you really got to talk to yourself like that. You have to gaslight yourself. Otherwise, just sit around all day and wait for a thought or a feeling to come to make you feel better about yourself. I bet it won't come, bitch. I bet it won't come. Because at the end of the day, you're the creator, not the creation. And that's a harsh thing for a lot of people to hear. But I'm here to tell the truth and not freaking sugarcoat shit. Because at the end of the day, this is my channel, this is what I'm talking about. If you want to hear some sugarcoating, maybe go somewhere else. To someone who's more about sugarcoating. But I'm not really about that. I'm a Sagittarius moon, okay, with a Taurus sun. And it may be Scorpio season, but I'm not trying to be like that. No. So when it comes to you being able to be in that truth and know that what I'm talking about is truth, and that actually you're the creator and the creation, you are not your thought and your feeling, you are not your freaking mind, bitch. You're the observer, and what the fuck are you observing? You're observing a whole bunch of bullshit. So now you know this is a whole bunch of bullshit that you put yourself into. Because you allow the external to override yourself. You allow the external to make you feel overwhelmed, to make you feel like shit. And that's okay. At the end of the day, once you know where you're at, now you can do better. But a lot of people may not be able to get over that shame. Because they may feel like, I led myself down a path, and you know now that you're lost, and that can lead to you resenting certain people in your life, resenting people like me who actually show you that that's what's happening. But at the end of the day, if you're spiritually strong enough, you can overcome that shit too. If you're spiritually strong enough to go through all that shit and link yourself to this point where you realize that the external is just overriding your internal, and you're allowing it to create your internal. So you did it all backwards. You thought that the external was happening to you, and so now all the things in the external is making shit happen to you because you thought that in the first place. Instead, you could have flipped it on its ass, but you actually couldn't, because at the end of the day, you didn't even know. And actually you did know. Deep down, you may not know this. You just forgot, because if you didn't know, how would you be here in reality right now, experiencing this reality? You knew because you created yourself and willed your mentality from the freaking start, but Bishop's got amnesia. Some Polynesians, Polynesian, if you know the word Polynesian. Funny how they named it Polynesian, right? They say that Nesian means islands in Greek, but amnesia is actually a form of forgetting, or being forgetful, or not knowing. It's a state of not knowing. So they really named all the people in the Pacific the many you don't know. So yeah, I'm not a Polynesian. I don't like that whole word there. And at the end of the day, you can say, oh no, actually it means island in Greek. But we're not speaking Greek, are we? We're speaking English. They named it in English. So if amnesia in English means forgotten, or those that forgot, or the many forgotten, then I wouldn't like to be called that. I don't know. But up to you. But that's a little side note. Freaking went off the true train down the right. My right. Not your left. Maybe your left. Maybe you feel like that wasn't relatable to you. So that's why I say not your left, because it's more separate. It's like left field. But it's right to me. It feels right to me in the moment. So like, is it really wrong? Or is it left? I don't know. But anyways, when it comes to all those kind of concepts, you can get the grasp of how you actually created yourself to be here. So it's not about being shameful, because in order for you to even get to this point as well, you would have been in a certain mentality for you to even come to a source of this knowledge, because you're thinking and feeling in a certain way. So you're already kind of more on the right track in the first place, especially if you're watching my video, because I don't really get on the algorithm. So I feel like if you're led to my video, it's probably for a reason. Because look at my views. But when it comes to you being led here by your mentality, like I say, like you're not going to get like some kind of handout random. I mean, there are such thing as spiritual handout. Like those times when you feel like you feel out of nowhere, you just get this random burst of energy to want to do something. Like maybe something, most likely something that you haven't even wanted to do for ages. Now all of a sudden you've got all this energy out of nowhere that you want to do it. That's the spiritual handout. Because you didn't sit there and manifest that energy. You've been procrastinating. You were procrastinating doing it for months, years, whatever. So that's the spiritual handout from some kind of spirit that was like, here you go, like you need this right now. But those ain't always going to come around. You can't rely on that shit. And a spiritual handout's only going to get so far. But once you realize your own actual power, what can you actually do? You can actually create your thoughts and feelings. And the more faith, belief, and imagination you put into it, the more you'll see that in reality. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times I've done that. The amount of times I've thought to myself, no, this happened because of this thing. I don't care that like everything in my reality showed me that I was in the wrong. This happened because this was to help me realize that actually, even though I was wrong, I was low-key right. Like that's not an exact example of what I was saying, but something along those lines. Or like, this situation showed me that I was actually a bad person. No, actually it was also showing me that I was actually a good person all along. Or actually, no, I don't even abide by that shit. I fucking transcend good and bad, bitch. I rise above all that shit. So once you rise above all the thoughts and the feelings that the reality is trying to program and put into your mind, because think about it, we're in a world that's created already. You wake up in a world, there's already a world around you. You have your own internal world. So when you look out into the external, you're already getting influenced by a whole bunch of motherfuckers' thoughts and feelings. You're already getting influenced by a whole bunch of motherfuckers' ways of doing things. Like bitch, what the heck? Do you think that's easy? No, that ain't exactly easy for a lot of spirits, especially if you haven't been around the block a few times, like spiritually speaking. If you haven't been around the block that much, you're probably like, oh my gosh, what the fuck is going on? And that's fair enough, But the more you practice at fighting with those sorts of feelings, like, no matter how freaking strong the motherfuckers be, otherwise, just sit around and let the thoughts and feelings just overwhelm you, just let your reality just overwhelm you, make you feel like you're gonna X, Y, Z, this is gonna happen to you, or this is gonna happen to you. This is why, like the shadow government psyops work so well on people, because they don't realize that their thoughts and their feelings create reality. And shadow government knows this, people behind the scenes know this. So they've been putting shit just up to see if you guys will start to put your thoughts and your feelings and your attention into it. And then they don't even need to do the work sometimes. I'm thinking, because think about it, if you guys put all your time and energy and your thoughts and feelings into what they're putting up, like let's say they want a whole bunch of people to get riled up and get G'd up for some war. That's probably not even happening. But now everyone's paying attention to it, putting their thoughts and feelings. What do you think is going to happen, love? Now a whole bunch of people is going to pick up that wave, pick up that cloud, wherever it may be picked up from. They're going to get influenced by that wave. Now they're going to be like, oh my gosh, let's go to war, let's fight for this, let's fight for blah. Now you've got actual war happening because a whole bunch of people were falling victim to their thoughts and their feelings. Which is just an example. I'm not saying this is actually going to happen, but it's just an example. Like a lot of the time, they create fake scenarios for you guys just to put your attention into, and now that became a real scenario just because you guys put your faith, belief, and imagination into that thing. It's fucked up, but the more you can utilize your faith, belief, and imagination for the right areas, bitch, now you're playing the game right. Instead of sitting around and being like, oh my gosh, the game is playing me. Cleo, mate, you need to wake up. You need to be aware of what you're paying attention to, Cleo. Stop saying no. How many times have you said no before? Maybe it's time to start saying yes. Bro, I mean, really, that Loki had some meaning behind it. It may sound random, but that's actually pretty accurate to what I'm talking about in this video. You know, how many times have you said no? How many times have you actually shook your head in your reality? Even that itself, shaking your head is a very powerful thing. Be mindful of how many times you be shaking your head. Nodding? We want to be nodding. That's a ritual that Dollar Parliament did on YouTube. It's called the head nodding ritual or something like that. Whenever you're in a disagreeable situation, you nod your head. And if you can't nod your head because maybe you feel like that might be inappropriate for the situation, do it internally. And every time you're in a disagreeable situation, you just nod your head internally. And this will convince your, because you're kind of doing some subconscious program. Really, you're just doing a ritual and a spell. You're thinking about being more in an agreeable energy. And you'll be able to be in more agreeable energy because you did that ritual and spell. But you first had the witchcraft in your mind, that mentality, right? And the witchcraft is your thoughts and your feelings. So you thought to yourself, I don't want to be in a disagreeable situation. Oh, okay, good idea. Let's do that head nod ritual that Mystar on YouTube told me that Dollar told him. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to do it. So you got the thought and you got the feeling. The thought was that you had the idea to do the head nod ritual. Now the feeling is like, yeah, I want to do it. And now you carry it out while you're in the situation, nodded your head. And then boom, bitch, that's your witchcraft right there. And it's simple as that. But a lot of people just think that they either do the first part or they only do the second part. They only act, they only do the thing, but they don't actually have the thought and the feeling to back and support on why they're doing that, or what's the meaning and the reasoning behind doing that. Or vice versa. They only think and they only feel, and then they don't do the thing. Like, where's your faith, belief and imagination at? You just had the imagination part, like in my other video that I posted today, earlier. But yeah, it's really, once you start to grasp these concepts, it'll open up a whole new avenue for you to be able to manifest naturally, not in that synthetic kind of way where you're like and when I say synthetic, it's not saying that it's like fake or anything, or that it doesn't work. I mean, arguably it probably doesn't work. This is a more natural context of what it is, and it's going to be able to help you kickstart it in a much easier way. Because it's all fun and dandy, to write down some manifestations every now and then, but you realize that you're doing it every single fucking day, bitch. So writing down a few manifestations, it's going to help. So it's going to help kickstart you, and always look at my shit from an equilibrium perspective. Don't take me so literally where you think, now I should manifest and write down manifestations because Mystar said this. No, bitch. Still you can use those will enhance what you're already doing, what I'm telling you to do. So, but once you know what I'm telling you to do, you won't necessarily need those because you'll be constantly manifesting on a daily basis. To the point where you can literally just wake up tomorrow, even right now, you don't even have to wait till you wake up. You can literally just sit there and be like, okay, what do I want to experience today? What's something that I want to experience today? Now you have the idea, whatever that thing is you want to experience. I want to experience happiness. Maybe something simple like that. Or maybe you want to experience like something out the gate. But for me, I just like to experience states of being. Like everything else is just secondary. Like state of being to me is like the more important thing that I want to experience. So for me, I'm like, okay, I want to experience happiness. Now I think to myself, okay, happiness. Now you feel, what do you feel? You feel that energy, feel what it feels to be happy, or feel that feeling. I'm going to experience happiness. I know that I'll experience happiness. And that's putting faith, belief, and imagination into that. And now, once you put enough juice, once you put enough time into that, pay enough esoteric currency into that, now you're like, oh, okay, I can actually experience this, but you gotta let it go first. You gotta let it go. You can't hold on to that shit. You can't be like, oh my gosh, when's it gonna come? You gotta let it go, allow it to be free. No, like, it doesn't matter, like, it's gonna happen. Right? So I don't need to worry about it kind of thing. And then bitch, I'm telling you, you will fucking experience that. And the quicker you let it go, the quicker you'll be able to experience that. The more juice you put into it, the more time you're going to experience that. But also, it may take a long time for that thing to come around. Because you made it heavy, you like put so many thoughts and feeling. Now it's heavy, it's like a heavy freaking bowl that you kick. Like it may take a while to roll all the way back down. It may take a while to go down the freaking slide or whatever the heck it may be. But you know, it will come around, will come, and you'll be able to see it. But again, meditation is one of those things that helps you to actually grasp and be able to see and be aware of those certain things. Because what does meditation give you? Clarity. And why does it give you clarity? Because you're clearing your thought. Simple dimple. You know, I don't have any dimples, but simple. So when you know that, you're like, oh, okay, I'm starting to get a little bit onto it. That Mystar guy on YouTube, he really knows what he's talking about. And yeah, I do. Like, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but you know that I do, and I know that I do. But you know, a lot of people may not be aware of my videos because they're not in that awareness, their mind state to be able to lead to my videos. Which is why I go out of the world, I do things, but a lot of people get lost into the external reality in the first place. Which is why I like to come on YouTube in the first place too. Because I know, nowadays things are quite busy. Like, people are moving fast. A lot of people don't want to sit down and have a chat about certain things. They may just want to do X, Y, and Z and go about their day. But I argue that that's even a mentality that you should escape from because you're imprisoning yourself into the concept of having to rush. Constantly be on the go, rah, 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 rah. And then eventually one day you're going to get a situation where your spirit comes around. It's like, comes around like your spirit left. No, your spirit will sit you down and show you, no, you need to sit down. Because you spent so much time going out, externalizing masculine energy. You need to find balance. And if you don't find balance, then your spirit will force you into a situation of balance. And that's why a lot of people experience, one of the reasons as well why a lot of people experience stuff that they don't want to experience. Because they think they can just like constantly delve into one experience, constantly delve into one state. But you got to transform, you got to change. The only thing that's constant is change. So when you get lost into a comfort zone, there's emphasis on the lost. Cameras flipped. Yeah, emphasis on the lost. You know, if you get lost into a comfort zone, emphasis on the lost. Do I need to say it again? I think I might need to say it again. If you get lost into a comfort zone, honey, emphasis on the loss. Okay. So always aim for change is always constant. Don't sit there and freaking get lost into, oh my gosh, this thing, that thing, now I'm stuck into this, now I've got this prison, now I can't escape my situation. Somewhere down the line, you got lost into a comfort zone. And you got stuck into a mentality. And now you think that this mentality is you. Which is why you can't escape it. You've created a little prison for yourself. And that's manifested and paid that currency. You know, that esoteric currency that I've been talking about. Now you've got manifested that esoteric currency for you to actually experience a person, place, or thing that is putting you in that prison. Because what did you do first, bitch? You imprisoned your mind. So you need to get out of your prison in your mind. And bitch, once again, why do I be talking about this shit? Because I have been through it many a time. So I'm not talking shit out of my ass. I've been through this so many times. Imprisoned my freaking mind in some kind of cage, in some kind of prison. And that's why I'm even so young talking about this stuff and knowing about this experience. Because I've developed so much experience and knowledge over the years that I'm like, no, I need to get out of this mentality. I need to get out of this mentality. Stop imprisoning my mind. Stop condensing. Stop imprisoning my shit. And it took me 24 fucking years to realize that. You know, hopefully in my next life, it'll take me a lot less. Let's take off at least 10 years. So we're 14, but I would aim for even less. But, you know, one can hope. The more energy and time I put into that, though, being able to take myself out of each mentality, being able to separate and see my mentality for what it is, and not get lost into a mentality, get lost into a thought or a feeling, then the more I'll be able to experience that in my next life. You know, because I'm putting more of that. And that's how you know as well what you experienced in your past life. Because you look at what do you experience, especially earlier on in your life. The earlier years of your life, those are like remnants, those experiences, those are like remnants of your mentality from your past life. So if you experience and paid attention, you are aware of a whole bunch of shit in your current life, like earlier on. Those may be remnants, and most likely, I won't say maybe, they are remnants of what you paid attention to and what mentality you were in your past life. So you spent like, you know, the first half of your life being really violent, being really angry, then that's probably something that you focused a lot of energy and attention to in your past life or lives. You know, and the quicker you're able to snap out of that, or even if you dislike that in the first place, like if you really dislike something, because we only know from physical reality, dislikes only come from when you do something over and over again. Like for example, you can like something, but the more you do that thing, you start to eventually dislike it, and you know that it's time for you to take a break out of that thing. So it's that same mechanism. Always look at things from like a realistic life perspective. If you don't see it in everyday life, that's probably not true, or it's man-made. So if you look at it from everyday life perspective, you know, when you start to do something over and over and over again, you end up disliking it. So that's the same with your past lives. The reason why you come into a certain life and maybe a person who has a lot of dislikes, or you maybe just a person who doesn't have a lot of dislikes. It's like a baby kind of mentality, you know, same way with babies. Like babies like literally laugh and love everything. But you know as well, you know, if you've heard like a similar type of joke over and over again, you get to a certain point where even jokes that's kind of similar to that joke that you've heard over and over again, you won't find funny because you've heard it over and over again, right? So this is the mechanism that I'm talking about. When you do something over and over, you end up disliking it because your spirit doesn't want to experience that anymore. Your spirit wants to escape out of that mentality because you've done it over and over, and you're starting to become a prison instead of a home, which are kind of two sides of the same coin. But yeah, it's starting to become a prison instead of a home. And now your spirit's like, no, we need to move on to the next thing. So this is what your spirit gives you thoughts and feelings like, I don't like this, or I like this. You know? So once you know that, you can actually look at footprints in your sand and know where you were in your past life. As an example, you know, actually I think I've given enough examples for that. So yeah, you'll know where you were in your past life. So look at your footprints in the sand. What are your dislikes in your life? And then once you start to look at things from this perspective as well, you start to be able to kind of see things from a clearer perspective, as opposed to like the cloudy shit that they put into the world, where they like tell you one thing and another thing, but you don't see it in everyday life, do you? But if you know you've been watching my video for this freaking long, doesn't all the shit that I talk about, you see it in your life. I bet you do. And if you don't see it, you experience it. So, you know, who the fuck is talking real shit at the end of the day? Look at like correspondence, what actually makes sense. The more you start to be, oh my gosh, like actually, yeah, this corresponds with this corresponds with this. It all ties together like a web. Shit don't tie together like a web, and it don't make fucking sense. Like Taurus, if it don't make sense, don't make no really freaking dollars out of it, okay? You're not gonna make any dollars out of it. And what's dollars? Dollars is just a representation of wealth, of money. So you're not going to make anything substantial, anything abundant, or anything worthwhile, won't make anything worthwhile unless you first. What was I talking about again? Bro, I just freaking went so into what I was saying. But yeah, you get the concept. You get the concept, love. So, the more you start to know these things, the more you start to pay attention to these things in your life. This is why I say you're wasting your time. This is why I take the title of the video, Why You're Wasting Your Time. Because a lot of people are wasting their time on external shit. On thinking and worrying about external shit. A lot of people are just wasting their time on constantly doing shit that's actually not investing into their esoteric savings. Like what the fuck are you investing in your esoteric savings? If you look back on your year, what do you have to show for it? Is it a whole bunch of just material shit that isn't actually going to benefit you or fulfill you? It may be. And there's nothing wrong with that at the end of the day, because they can all have their benefit. But what are you going to do with it? You know what I mean? What are you going to do with that? Are you going to invest it in something good? Are you going to invest it in something worthwhile? That'll help you to invest more into yourself. Like skill building, being able to like develop a greater sense of purpose, being able to strive for something that you know that you want to do, that's actually going to fulfill you. Whatever the heck that may be. Mike is a bit low. Because I don't like to bend over love. I don't know why the fuck I said that. So yeah, like what are you investing your money into? And that's like the more you invest into shit that's actually going to invest into you, like into your abilities, your ability to build your skills, your ability to be able to expand your experience more. Because you may be expanding in the physical, you may be expanding, you may be buying a whole bunch of shit, buying a whole bunch of things for your house. But like look at the substance of what you're creating. Are you creating more situations and circumstances for you to experience your purpose and sense of fulfillment? Or are you creating more circumstances and situations of shit that you don't want? Or are you just creating like a whole bunch of like mundane circumstances? But that's personal to you. The more you start to pay attention to your own life, that's your own story. But only you can figure out what you want to do. That's why I say on my channel, you're your own spiritual guru, bitch. You are your own spiritual guru. And me here, I'm just here to remind you of what you already know. And it's that you should trust in yourself and your own abilities, unless you let yourself astray. Like in the last few days, maybe the last week, maybe you need to take a little bit of time to do some shadow work before you start trusting your own abilities. But what is shadow work? Going into your mentality, being able to clear all those thoughts, being able to fight against all those demons that you have. How many demons can you fight, bitch? I can fight a lot of them. And I'm fighting more and more. The more I fight, the stronger I get, bitch. Anyway, so how many of them can you fight? Do you just fight 5 and then you're like, oh no, I can't do it anymore? Bitch, you gave up so early. Have a little bit of fun. Bruh. Or, did you fight 10 and then you're like, oh no. I can't do this anymore, let me go hide in a hole for 2 weeks again. And now what happened when you came out of the hole, bitch? You didn't have no more experiences. Now you're looking at your life like, what the fuck, it's boring. I can't do shit. Oh my gosh. Now all of a sudden, it's just like, you're the one who made that situation, love. That's what I'm trying to be here to realize. Why are you wasting your time, bitch? You waste your time until you waste your fucking time. Like, how many times? How many times does life have to show you? How many cycles do you have to go through? And I'm not trying to say this as a rude thing. Like, this is just coming out of my mouth. If anything, I'm low-key this is like me talking to me and my old self as well at the same time. But I'm just kind of exiting. I'm trying to exit all this shit out of my mentality so that I can just be free and light and let it all go. Let it all go, mate. Because you know, I've just come out of this kind of mentality, this kind of space, investing shit into shit that I don't want in my shit. But now, you know, I'm starting to invest into more better things, which is why I'm on YouTube, why I'm talking here, because what did I do? I invested my time into myself. And now I've got skills to show for it. You know, I've got the ability to be able to talk on camera. I've got a little more wisdom and knowledge than I did, you know, per se, like 6 months ago, whatever the heck, when I first started YouTube. Did I first start YouTube? A while ago. So yeah, you know, I've got some skills and I've got some shit to look back on. I may not have the currency, I may not have the money, I may not have the material shit, you know, to show for it at the moment. But you know, that's secondary to me because like I think that I'm pretty proud of the circumstance and the situation that I built for myself, just from my mentality and pushing myself, thinking and feeling, putting my faith and belief and imagination. My imagination. What is an imagination? It's an image, a magical image, imagi. It's an internal, like what is the eye? It's something internal from your higher nature. Eye. That's why high, you know, sky. So it's an internal imagination. And E, an I, an E. It's actually E. An E, magi. So it's like a. It's like a magic. What's a magic? A wizard or some shit, right? And then it's a nation. So you're creating a magical nation of E. And what is E? E is like the. First I said that was my bad. It's actually the sound of E, but it's also the letter I. But the sound of E itself is representing the earth element. So it's like you being able to bring that E, magi, bring it down, that imagination, bring it down to the earth realm. Or if you look at it from the other perspective, the I imagination. I imagination, you know, you're taking something from your higher nature, your sky, your internal higher self, and you're creating an imagination out of it, a magical nation. And what is a magical nation? I was talking about it in the whole video. Your magic is your ability to be able to think and feel. And the more you put your thoughts and feelings into that shit, you're gonna experience it. So yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it flows. That's how you know how to go. Let's go. You know, my name used to be Jono. Now my name is Mystar, and I know what to do and how to flow. Because I don't give a fuck if you don't want to know what I spit it. Because I'm just trying to be literate, like literally me. You know that I'm just gonna be free. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you see. Because I'm not trying to be a hatred, please. Bitch, I used to be, and now I'm not. So what do you want to be? You know, be the thing you want to see. Well, if you don't be it, then who the heck is gonna be it? I don't see anyone else stepping up to the plate. Do you? I don't think so, love. So you should step up to the plate on what you're aware of. Because what does it say? Your awareness is your ability to be able to create. Your ability to be able to manifest and be aware of whatever thought and feeling you actually manifest. So the more you're aware of that thing, the more you're going to create it. And you're already in a bunch of awarenesses that you already created from your past life, bitch. So why the fuck would you stay in that? Maybe change is the only thing that's constant. Let's move on. Like a cow, like a freaking cow. Are you going to move on? Or are you just gonna let others milk you? Anyways, I just got the idea, like, let's put a card. Let's put a tarot card. I want to do it in relation to this video. So in relation to this video, what are we talking about? We're talking about why are you wasting your time on love. So let's see, why aren't you wasting your time? What are you wasting your time on love? escapist energy. Somebody's escaping love. Somebody's trying to escape. You're constantly thinking about escaping, and that may not be a good thing. All right, you're trying to escape some kind of circumstance or situation. You know, what is that actually going to lead you to? What are you paying attention to? You're escaping something in the first place. So, you know. Sorry guys, I hope you guys didn't hear that. So you know what, you're going to manifest more situations of you feeling you need to escape. You know? And then we have the High Priestess. So, actually, I could argue, you know, depending if you're in the lower octave or the higher octave, depending if you're experiencing shit you don't want to experience, or if you're experiencing shit you do experience. You know, maybe you're just escaping out of shit that is like holding you down, and that would be relevant to the video, because, you know, why are you wasting your time? You're escaping out of wasting your time. That's what you're wasting your time on. And that may be a good thing, but you know, it depends. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't make it fit. If it don't fit, honey. So when it comes to the High Priestess facing to the right, that's like you're using more of your energy to pay attention to your more High Priestess self. You're thinking that more part of yourself as right. So you're looking more internal, being more intuitive, paying attention to your emotions. So if you're on the low octave, then you may be just putting too much time into your emotions and feelings. Like I be saying, that's just going to manifest. And the more thoughts and feelings you put into it, the more stronger and impactful that experience will be. So you know, like, this is important to know too, because certain situations in your life, you may think that in actuality, it's just you experiencing blah 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 blah. But if you had the if you had the eyes to hear and the ears to see, you would actually know that everything that you're experiencing, or majority of it, probably about 90%, like that's pretty like majority. When I say majority. Okay, emphasis on the E. No. Yeah, maybe. Anyways, majority of the situations you experience is because of your internal space. And it may not be so impactful if you would just let it go, love. But you won't know until you try. You know, otherwise you just sit around thinking, I wonder if what Mystar said on YouTube is true. Honey, give it a go. So anyways, I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. I don't know why I keep saying that, but you know, it just goes with the flow. I guess that's just me being me, and I guess that's alright. You know, why would I judge myself? At the end of the day, I'm trying to put more time and more currency into that. You know, being myself. So, but yeah, what's it called? When the more you pay attention to this, you're starting to build like awareness in that area too. Because now you're paying attention to it's like a separate mind that you're aware of now. And you're like paying attention to what you're actually paying attention to. You know what I mean? So it's like a mind beyond that mind of you just paying attention. So before you'll be in that mentality where you just constantly pay attention, like looking at X, Y, and Z. Now you're paying attention to what you're paying attention to. And in turn, you're going to be starting to be more aware of those things. So next time, if a certain situation, it may take a few times though, for you to build that cloud up, that mentality, for you to actually be able to perceive that reality. But now, next time, like however many times it takes, you'll start to realize, like certain situations, you'll catch the wave, the thought and the feeling, and you'll instantly recognize it. Because you're paying attention to the fact that you're paying attention. So you've like paid attention to whatever emotion or thought that you initially paid attention to. And now next time it comes around, you're more adept at being able to pick up on that. You're like, oh no, I know this feeling, I know this thought now. Because this is the same thought that I was constantly trying to fight off and realize that I needed to separate from last week or the week before. So, you know, this is getting into like some real like more expanded spiritual type shit. where you're actually able to perceive a much broader perception of your own reality while still being here in the 3D, in the physical reality. But you're able to travel now, you know, the more you do that, you're traveling to different worlds. So you're creating different bodies and different worlds. And that's how you're able to perceive in that world. But if people just stay in their freaking lower chakras, then they're only able to see this 3D reality, which is why you got a whole bunch of people that aren't actually aware of the certain things that you're aware of, because they haven't built a mind there, love. They literally haven't built a mind there. And the fact that you built a mind there in the first place will show that you've been through that experience prior to them. So this makes you the more spiritually wise individual. And where does wisdom come from? Wisdom comes from your experiences. So the fact that you're even able to teach someone else shows that you're more wise or more expanded spirit in itself. So you know, take that with what you will, but that just shows your comprehension, and those all tie in to your ability to be able to like do certain things and be aware of certain things, because you've built your mind. You don't build minds out of nowhere. I'm explaining to you live what you do to build a mind. So now you're like, oh, okay. Now you start to be aware of the mechanism that you're actually using to build your mind. And now you're able to be aware of the fact that you have many different bodies, many different worlds, and the more worlds you have, and the more worlds you're able to share with others that they may not have experienced themselves, but now you're giving them a piece of that world in order for them to be able to build their own mind within that world too. And that's how you can know that you're a more spiritually wise individual too. You know? So, and don't take that and be like, oh, now I'm spiritually wise. So no, just like know what it is, know where you're at, and then move on with your life. At the end of the day, just knowing your place, knowing where you're at, and how you are actually playing a part in your reality. Like I'm starting to learn more and more about what my part is to play. And the more experiences I go through, I'll learn that myself. Just like you have your own experiences. This is why I always say, again, tie back to that from concept. You are your own spiritual guru of love. So, the more you know that, the more you can be like, oh, okay, I'm the spiritual guru, It's hooty. What are you gonna do? Are you the spiritual guru? Yes, you. Miss Hooty Hoo. What you gonna do? Miss Hooty Hoo. So yeah, you're a spiritual guru, bitch. So the more you know that, the more you realize, oh my gosh, I am a spiritual guru. Then you start to see that in your reality. Faith, belief, and imagination, bitch. Push that. Create it. You're the creator. The more you feel that energy, that's like you creating thought and feeling. That's like you bringing two, like imagine like thoughts and feelings, they're like men and women. And you just like put them together, and then they create a baby, and then their baby can manifest anything. Can manifest in a person, place, or thing in your life or situation. Can even go down to manifest as your literal physical child that you end up having. But it's all about your mentality. Where are you at mentally? Are you in that mentality of constantly allowing that external reality, 3D, to make you think, bruh, bitch. To make you think and feel a certain way? Or are you more tilted towards the mentality that I'm talking about right now? Which is where you're able to override the circumstance. All the way down to if someone cheats on you, you could sit there and wallow about it. You could sit there and be like, oh, they cheated on me because I'm not good enough, or they cheated on me because blah blah blah. Like, no bitch. That guy cheated on you. That girl cheated on you because you have so much more going for you. So much that all of that energy that guy was carrying, it was going to hinder you. It was going to hold you back. In actuality, that guy cheating on you, that was like the jet fuel that your freaking spaceship needed, your mentality, your mind, your spaceship needed to shoot off and soar to the freaking skies, bitch. Do you fucking hear me? that's how you need to speak to yourself. For real. Like if you don't speak to yourself in that kind of way, who the fuck do you think is going to do that for you? Nobody. I mean, somebody might, but it'll take you to create that thought and feeling in order for it to be experienced in your life. But you may think, oh no, I experienced this because it just happened. Bish, you pushed that female. I'm telling you. But you know, if you don't want to believe me, I'm not here to convince nobody. Because like I said, in my other video, stop trying to persuade others. There's no reason. Why? Because at the end of the day, people are going to be aware of whatever they're going to be aware of. They're going to put their time and their energy into whatever they're going to put their time and their energy into. If they're open to be persuaded, that's a different story. But you know, a lot of people ain't open to be persuaded. A lot of people just want to stay fixated in the stupid little mind that they've created, thinking that is like the end all be all, and that's the most beautiful reality in the world. And other people looking on the outside like, ew, I can't believe you live like that. Why do you do that? But you know, like at the end of the day, that's what that spirit wants to experience. Because why? Because that spirit probably hasn't been through enough experiences to develop a dislike in that area yet. So it's a testament to their age as a spirit, how many experiences they've been through. And a lot of people in the earth realm, they're young as fuck. They're young as fuck. Like real young. And that's why a lot of people seem like dumb or unaware or unconscious. They're young, they're very young spirits. So they're still like a fresh baby out of the womb. Like they're still learning about the world. They're still developing actual like sufficient mind for them to be able to go do certain things. So wow, what makes you think that you're going to be the thing that's going to develop that mind for them? I mean, maybe. I'm not necessarily doubt you, but you know, like really just think about that to yourself. Like, is it for a good reason? Am I actually doing this because I know that I can actually help them? Or am I doing it because I hope that I can help because I really feel sorry for this person and I feel like they're in such a bad situation that I need to save them from? Babes. Again, everything you put your time and energy to, you're experiencing that too. If you're paying attention to it in some way, shape or form, that's something within you, otherwise you wouldn't be aware of that thing. You know? Some people ain't even aware of certain circumstances in life. They literally have no idea that thing even exists. So the fact that you're aware of something, that shows your footprints in the sand, where you built your mind at. You built your mind in that area before. You know that well, that's why you're aware of that. That person doesn't know that well because they're not even there. Why the fuck would you? Why would you try and take them there when you know that they're not even there? What? And you know, I've been there and done that, so I'm not judging. I don't want people to get the wrong idea by the way that I'm talking, because the way that I'm talking seems quite judgmental. But like, you know, I'm really just like trying to emphasize like. First of all, testimony is my own freaking experiences and walks of life that I've been through. But also like, I don't want anyone else to go through that shit. So if I could, if I could help you in some way, shape, or form, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah. I've freaking been talking for an hour and 18 minutes. It's bloody crazy, love. I think I'm about ready to hop off, but I just want to make sure as I'm saying this, just thinking back if I missed any points in my video that I wanted to make. But even so, there's always room to make another video in the near future. So, just be mindful of what you're manifesting. And remember as well, like I want to drive this point home. The universe is not happening to you or for you. It is always happening through you. So what are you allowing to pass through? What are you allowing to come through? Are you letting it go to you to the point where now it stays in you, and now you are allowing that experience to override you, and you're like the universe, life, the earth is only this way.
So now you've like created like a little cage for that mentality. Created a little container, and you're like, it's only this way. It can only be this way. Now you're constantly going to experience that because you're constantly in that mentality, that mind, that world. What the heck? Or are you allowing it like to just go straight through? That's how you really should. Like, just go straight through you. Because you experience it, you're like, bitch, I'll literally make this what I want. I don't give a fuck about this experience. I literally could make this anything that I want. If I say that this is because I freaking am the most powerful being in the world, and this is why the experience is happening to me, it's because of that fucking reason. But you've got to have the faith and belief and the imagination all together. You can't have one and then not the other. And it's like looking at like the three sequence of everything too. You have to look at things from a three sequence. So whatever it is, try to look at it from three different avenues, three different aspects, and then you'll be able to see the full surrounding of that. Because three is talking about your surroundings in numerology and in astrology. So, like as an example, like the spirit, the soul, and the body. The spirit, you are the observer. The soul, that's like your soul, spirit, your mind. When you start to observe and be aware of your mind, now you've started to create a soul because you're looking at your mentality, you're looking at your thoughts and your feelings. And then once you've bent that mentality, you've created a whole bunch of thoughts and feelings, and you got fixated in one little mind. And now you've bent that into reality to literally have a physical body. This is why the body is physical, and you've literally like it's like dense and hard because like you've put so much accumulation into something, and the more you accumulated that, it became heavy, started to drop down like a raindrop, like esoteric raindrop. Now that shit like came down into reality, condensed down into reality. Boom, shabam. And then like other areas as well. Anything look at it as three sequence. You can be able to see the full surrounding of it. So like what you pay attention to, that's one thing. You know, what are you not paying attention to? That's another thing. And then also like what are you like what's it called? Bro, that pulled me at a stump. So what are you paying attention to? That's one thing. What are you not paying attention to? That's another. And then you also look at what the people around you could be paying attention to. That's another way you can look at it. So like looking at it from that three sequence, you'll be able to see what kind of energies you're actually paying for, either directly or indirectly. And you can take that into many different areas. Many different concepts, many different worlds, many different minds, many different spaceships, many different hoo-hoos. So which hoo-hoo are you going to choo-choo? Choo-choo trying, bitch. So, you know, you already know the go. You already know the go. So, are you going to sit there and you're going to wait for reality to make you feel a certain way? Or are you going to fucking make reality feel a certain way, bitch? That's what you should be doing. Yo. Bitch. I don't know why the fuck I'm acting like that. Yeah. So the moral of the story, make reality feel the way you want it to feel. Moral of the story. And don't let it make you feel the way it wants you to feel. Because it doesn't want you to feel any type of way. It just is freaking reacting to your thoughts and feelings. But you got so lost down the line. You thought that it was making you do something, that it was making you feel a certain way. Maybe don't you know it's teamwork makes the dream work? We all made this shit together. We're all in this mess together. That's why we all exist here together. Spaces within space. Humans, animals, bugs, this thing, the air, the atmosphere, what's here, what's there. Everywhere. We all have to create it. Because we had a thought, we had a feeling. And then we started to be aware of mind, and we started to be aware of how our mind was going about things. And then the more we built that awareness, we literally manifested and created this reality. Shebu, okay? So what are you creating? You're the creator, not the creation. Alright? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.
Mystar.